Trigger warning, in the next video I will be talking about death. I'm not gonna lie, this particular topic has been shoved at the back of my mind for a very long time because I came across this in my life when I was 18 and I was still practically a child, and it was quite traumatic for me to experience as well, and I did not come back to this memory or thought about this for a very long time. And in the next couple of minutes I will share what happened and how it felt for me to go through this in that moment, and how it impacted my life as a result, without going to many details about the actual death, because I would like to respect the privacy of the family, but also I think the details do not need to be passed on to anyone else. I release the trauma of finding my friend passed away, and this trauma was the first thing that triggered me coming back to this town, because that happened a few months just before I left. And I release it because in that particular situation I was beating myself up a lot for not finding him earlier, for not doing something enough. But in the end, nothing that I could have done would have changed the situation, because it just meant to happen. Me and my husband found a friend at work, and he just had a health condition that was seizures, and he passed away in the bathroom, and nobody could have changed anything, the outcome of it. And all I could take away from this situation is to just accept that there are rapid endings for some people, and there is nothing that we can do about it. We just accept and let go of that control that we all seek and crave. I have been beating myself up for quite some time about this situation, but again, there is absolutely nothing that we could have done. I am also grateful for this situation. It has brought me and my husband very close. We were the only ones in the place at that time, and living through that, it has been incredibly traumatizing, but also it brought us together. Coming across a young death like that has definitely opened my mind to realizing that we have short time on this earth and we've got to live our life. I would not revisit this memory for the longest time in my life. It would be just shoved back in my subconscious, and I would never revisit this. And I honestly think I was just not ready to face it, and I'm glad I gave myself time and never really addressed it with even therapy. Actually, none of my therapists knew that part of my journey. Because I just didn't want to go there. Despite kind of getting sometimes the raised heartbeat in public bathrooms, I still chose to walk away from the idea and like literally ignore it. And honestly, I think when I was ready to do this and face this memory 2 years ago, was definitely indicative of me kind of being maturing up and like being ready to face this, because I'll tell you that as a result of me facing this memory, I also divorced my husband. And I think it's not, obviously this is not the only reason why, and like, that was just part of a puzzle that kind of put everything together for me personally. Because for the longest time I wasn't looking that way, I also wasn't looking into the situation that brought me and my husband at that time together. And a lot of stuff did not make sense because we were such a good team and like amazing friends and lovers, but at the same time something just never made sense to me until I think I looked into this and realized that we trauma bonded. And that maybe that realization wasn't like fully clear as I'm speaking to you right now, but it did unlock something in my head, because the events after brought me to divorcing my husband, and we do have good relationship. We don't really continue the relationship in any way, but we have parted ways in a very peaceful way and sort of healing way for both of us. If you take away anything from this, apart from obviously just knowing that our life is, we don't know when this will end, and kind of appreciate every single moment of our lives. I think another takeaway is, if there is something in your life that you're not ready to face, give yourself time, because you might also not be ready to face what's going to come after, in terms of unveiling itself in your life as a result of that one memory. And that was my relationship. And this is really bizarre to like reflect on it in this way, but it is true. And again, I'm so grateful that I took those steps 2 years ago to start really looking deep and be feeling like I'm ready to move forward and heal even further, and not let anything stop me, and kind of, you know, not leaving anything behind in terms of like ignoring one thing, letting go of everything else. Like this probably would have been that, like this particular topic, but I chose to move forward with it, and I'm so grateful that I did. The clarity didn't come to me right away, but again, even the fact that I acknowledged this has started kind of the chain effect in my life. Thank you so much for watching this, and I really hope that it wasn't too triggering for some of you, and thank you for healing with me. Let me know in the comments if anything has brought up like through these videos. This is multiple series videos, and I will be sharing something I've been letting go 2 years ago. Just wanted to let you know that I'm posting this on TikTok and on YouTube, and if you'd like to tune in and you find these topics relevant to your life and to where you're at now, please continue watching. And honestly, not every topic will resonate to everyone, but if it does, please let me know. Please watch the intro as well if you feel like you need some context, but otherwise please follow for more, and I will see you in the next video.